Hey guys, welcome to the HC channel. So in this video I'll be checking out the dual mode wireless keyboard from REE. So REE is a great brand at the moment that are selling a lot of these keyboards and peripherals, and I've actually used quite a lot of their mini keyboards as well. So they're a great brand and they do sell a lot of great products. So we've got another product from them here. So in this video I'll be checking out this dual mode wireless keyboard. So as I've explained in my previous videos, REE actually are great. They do make great products, but they have been ripped off a lot, and there are a lot of fake REE items out there as well. So you can see this packaging here as well. So like all REE products, there is like a little QR code here which you can scratch off here, and it gives you a code, so you can make sure that the item that you're getting is an authentic REE product. So just make sure when you do get a REE item as well, just make sure it is an authentic one. So if I show you the back of the box here, it's just got some multimedia key descriptions. So I'll just give you a quick description of like what to do to press for some keyboard shortcuts that you want to use here. So you want to see that, just pause it. Specifications of the keyboard itself. So you want to see that in more detail, just pause the video so you can have a look at it. And also just give you the quick description of like how to turn the LED backlights on and off, and also the system requirements as well. Okay. So let's get into this. So we've got some instructions here. The user manual. Put it to one side. Charging cable. Let's check. USB-C. So that's great. So as always now, everything now is USB-C. It just makes things much more easier. I mean, even iPhones now are USB-C as well. So this just means that you don't need to use a different cable for every item, and you can just use the same cable. So for example, I wouldn't be using this cable for it to one side. If I do need it, I'll try to find it, but I'll just be using my USB-C cable that I charge my phone. Just makes life so much more easier. So let's unwrap this bad boy. Boom. Okay, so this is the keyboard. Okay, that's the back side of it. Boom. So this is the keyboard. So initial reaction, it's really nice. It's really slimline, really light. You can see that it's got the RGB lights. I'll turn the lights down a bit so you can see the lights in a better view, because at the moment my lights here are pretty bright, so it's kind of like drowning out the lights a bit. You still can see a little bit because they are super bright. But let's have a quick tour around the keyboard. So you can see the keyboard is, let's try to do this without destroying the camera. How am I going to do this now? Okay, so I'll just try to hold it like this because I can't get the top view of it. But as you can see, it is really slimline. It is really thin. It's not very heavy either. So on this side here, let's try to catch light so you can see the buttons there because it's black. So you've got the, so you can see that there. So on the top here, you've got your USB-C charging port there. And you've got the on and off switch there as well. So turn it on and off. And that's it really, not much around it. You've got like some info there about the charging, etc. You've got your dongle at the bottom here. So the dongle here, it's magnetic. So I mean, initially when I saw it, I thought it would just fall out quite easily, but it slides in out really easily. But as you can see there is magnetic there, so when you put it there close by, it just snaps into place, which is great, because knowing me, I would easily lose that. But you see, you put it in there, even if it falls out, it just snaps into place because it is magnetic, which is really great. You've got some rubber pads on the four corners. Try to hit it so you can see it, because it's quite hard to see, it's dark. Okay, so you've got your full QWERTY keyboard here. So just zoom out a bit so you can see it better. Okay, so you can see that much better. Okay, this is probably one of the longest items I've got trying to get in frame actually from my reviews. Okay, so we've got you got your keyboard here. Let me just turn it on. Right, so first thing is the lights. So let's dim the lights a bit so you can see the lights a bit better. Okay guys, so I've turned the lights down a little bit so you can just about see the lights here. So the bottom here is quite a good true reflection of the lights overall. So the lights are even all around the keyboard. It just, I think it's the angle the camera's at as well. It's quite hard for you to see the lights on the whole keyboard. I think if I hold it right there, maybe that's a better angle. Okay, yeah, so you can see a bit better there now. Okay, so I'll just scroll through the lights there. So you got green there. I press this button, it changes it. So that's like a neon blue turquoise, dark blue, purple, pink, like a white light. So you got a pulse, that does look really cool. So that's just like all over the keyboard. Then you've got all on, which is really cool as well. And you can actually, like, for example, do that as well. For example, it's off, but when you're typing, every time when you type, it pulses the lights, which is really cool effect. But the RGB light is not for you and you want to turn the RGB light, there is an option there as well. So for example, as I mentioned before in the video, so you press this, there's like an RGB button here. So let's try to focus. So there's an RGB button here, you press this to cycle through the lights. So for example, you can cycle through pink, white, RGB. But obviously, sometimes there is a time and a place for RGB lights. Maybe you need to take it to work, or maybe like an office or a meeting where it's not very professional to have all these RGB lights on as well. So the question you may be asking is it possible for you to turn the lights off? So the question is yes. So for example, you just go to these buttons here and press off. You can scroll through lights and that looks like it's off, but when you press it, it does have the cool effect of it flashing every time you press it, which is really cool. But obviously, if you're in, like, for example, like a professional setting, where maybe in a meeting, and you don't want those lights on, all you need to do is just press the RGB button, keep the button held down for 3 seconds. This turns the RGB lights off as well. So just bear in mind as well, like, the lights are, you can turn it off. So now I've turned the RGB lights off now. It just functions as a normal keyboard now. So no flashy lights and nothing to stand out. But then after that, once you've got away from that professional setting, or maybe you want some pizzazz and you want some lights on your keyboard again, just press the RGB button down for 3 seconds, keep it held down, boom, lights come back on again, and we're rocking with full RGB lights. Awesome. Okay, so we've got full lights back on again, because the lights obviously here in this video is very bright, so you can actually see everything. But when it's got RGB lights as well, it makes it quite hard to see. Okay, so got the dongle. So you got 2.4 dongle here, so you can use a dongle, connect to it, and you can also connect via Bluetooth as well. So you got 2 different channels as well. So effectively, you got 3 ways of connecting your keyboard. So you've got, for example, like you can connect through a dongle, Bluetooth 1 or Bluetooth 2 as well. So basically, effectively, you could connect to 3 items all at once, and you can switch between them. So that's a really nice option there. So if you do use it for multiple items, you can use it effectively in the same space, connect it to 3 different items, and toggle between them, which is really great. So you've got your multimedia keyboard shortcuts. So these, I've actually used this on my Android TV and Android box as well, and all these shortcuts do work, which is really great. So you've got your full-size keyboard here as well. It's really nice and weighty, a nice size as well. Oh, I forgot to mention as well before as well, there is a little slot here, that holder that slots out like this, and it folds up. That folds up and then pushes down, and you got a little stand there. So effectively, you can use that, for example, with your phone or your tablet as well. So let me just grab a tablet. Okay, so I've got a tablet here. So I've not used a tablet in ages. So wow, the bezels on this is massive. So I've not used. Let me try to get in frame here as well. So you can see here, so I've got like a tablet which I've put on there. It's not connected, it's just, I've just placed it in the holder there. I've connected through Bluetooth. Let's see here. So I've connected through Bluetooth as well, so it's wirelessly as well. So like I said before, you could toggle between different methods of connection. So for example, 2.4, I've connected some Android box. I connected this tablet through Bluetooth, and once you've connected it, just use it as normal. So for example, if I just type something, let me see. It's quite hard to type actually from behind the camera here actually, but yeah, okay, so I've typed there, you can see there's type there, and just type there the HD channel review for the REE wireless keyboard as well. So you can see it does work really good. I mean, it connects flawlessly, it connects really easily through Bluetooth, it connects as it should. So I literally just connected to Bluetooth and just connected it. It connected really quickly. So I haven't got anything bad to say about this really. It's a nice keyboard. I do like the keys on it. So if you guys are after like a wireless keyboard, or a full-size wireless keyboard, and you want something that's good quality, looks really cool. So I really like the RGB lights options on it. The buttons as well, actually, I really do like as well. The buttons are not too raised and they're not too low as well. So when you're pressing it, you do feel the press of the button. And personally for myself as well, I've actually used it quite a few times already. If the buttons are quite small, I do tend to press the wrong keys quite a lot. But with this, I found that it is very precise, and it's a great little keyboard. Great quality. It feels really solid. And if you guys are after a wireless keyboard, maybe the REE wireless keyboard is something for you to consider. So if you like this video, guys, click on the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click on the subscribe button. And as always, guys, hope to see you soon, and ciao for now.